What is up, RC enthusiasts? Back here again today. More WPL stuff for you. Got this one right here sitting right in front of me. This is my interpretation of the WPL B1. Now mine consists of a WPL B24zh chassis, wheels, tires, transmission, engine, chassis. I think I said that. And I have myself a B16 cab, B16 bumper, B16 tire carrier, and a C14 little metal plate back here. So that's a bunch of WPLs Legoed into one right here to make myself what I call the Beast B1. So this is really good performing vehicle. It's got ring and pinion metal, and it's been pretty good for me so far. It's got my flex mod and everything. It's a good little rig. I like this little build. And I'm bringing this up because this is the reason I love WPL. You know, you buy a bunch of these little guys right here, and you can customize them, you know. I've got myself this nice looking B1 I made for myself because I don't own the B1 yet. You know, you can grab something like this and grab parts for it. I obviously still need to buy more tire carriers, so that's gonna fill this void right here. Once I get more of those, that'll be good. So yeah, you know, they're just so customizable. I mean, you can just swap parts around, completely change the truck. You know, this used to be a communications rig, now it's this. And then you can do something custom like a gas 6.6, convert it into a 6-wheel drive with a communications rear. Same deal, you know, I need to buy one of these for it too, so I need to buy 2 of these things right here. Just install that right there and that'll complete that build. I mean, who doesn't want to have a 6x6 that has 2 spare tires? Come on, that's how it's supposed to be. Well, yeah, see, you know, you can come up with these kind of things, little custom little builds that make them different, customize them to the way you like them. What cab do you want with what tail end? You know, it's up to you. That's what's so infinitely customizable and so affordable. How can you be mad at these RCs? You know, well, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, take a look at all these cool little custom stuff they come out with, how you can make it your own and continue enjoying having fun. You know, I get sick of playing with this one day, I'll go ahead and swap the parts around, make it look different again, have more fun with that. So, yep, just wanted to say that, and I'm just putting this video out here today because I just want to talk a little bit about WPL. Now we all know that WPL is a Chinese company. You know, they come out with this stuff, and unfortunately hobby people these days, you know, if it's not name brand, it's off brand. But to me, WPLs, they're not really an off brand. You know, they're their own brand. They just happen to be based in China. So I mean, if you look at the WPL line of toys or their RCs, they're better quality than usually all the other Chinese manufacturers have. You know, I mean, you know, they got JJRC and stuff like that that do their own things too, but I mean, just strictly speaking about WPL, I'm a big fan of theirs. You know, they're good RCs, and unfortunately for them, you know, they deal with the same thing that every RC company deals with, is people making aftermarket parts for their stuff and trying to copy their product. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in. It's horrible. You know, it's gonna give them a bad reputation, which I hope it doesn't, because WPL does not deserve a bad reputation. They've been doing nothing but getting better ever since they released the B1 all the way up to what they're coming out with now. You know, their rigs are getting good. That new Land Cruiser that's coming out, I should hopefully have it soon, and that's going to prove to be even more better. So I just can't see anything bad about WPL, you know, other than the fact that a lot of people are copying their parts or claiming that the parts they sell, the upgrade parts they sell, are actually WPL product when they're not. I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about when I talk about this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to pull up a bunch of little bag parts in front of me. As you can see, they sell multiple upgrade spare parts and stuff for WPL, right? Well, unfortunately, not all the parts that say they're made by WPL on the listings, on the websites you go to buy these things, they will say WPL on the listing, but unfortunately they're not real WPL parts. Now, I'm not saying that they're bad parts, and I'm not saying that WPL minds that people make parts for their stuff. I mean, who doesn't want to have an aftermarket support for their product, you know what I mean? Like, you got Hot Racing and all that stuff that support Traxxas and all that, you know, they make parts for all them. The only problem is, unfortunately for WPL, these companies are making these products and putting WPL's name on them. So if you end up getting a bad product, you're going to blame WPL, saying WPL makes horrible stuff, but then again, you didn't realize that the parts you purchased are not genuine WPL products. So just keep that in mind, you know, when you go buy these stuff on Banggood, AliExpress, or whatever. Majority of the aftermarket parts you're going to purchase, they probably aren't made by WPL, and I don't see why you would have to get mad at WPL for those parts not being good, because it's not their fault. It's like giving Traxxas a bad name when Hot Racing makes a bad aftermarket part for them. I mean, you're not going to blame Traxxas for that bad part, right? You're going to blame Hot Racing. But unfortunately for WPL, these people are putting their names, you know, putting WPL's name on the product, and everyone thinks that WPL is just coming out with these bad parts and stuff, but it's not the case. It's just aftermarket parts that happen to be advertised as WPL, and they're not. Now, there are some ways to stop yourself from getting, you know, non-WPL branded or non-original WPL aftermarket parts, but I'm not saying don't buy the non-official ones. I'm just letting you know that, that if you do buy a non-official part, don't go slandering WPL's name and saying WPL makes crap, because, you know, I've noticed nothing but good from WPL. Every single model they come out with, everything is getting better. So yeah, let's take a look at this. See these axles right here? I can guarantee you these aren't the WPL genuine. I mean, they don't say WPL anywhere on them. The plastics are different, but they fit. They work great, and these axles are metal ring and pinion inside, so they're not bad. They're a good upgrade. They're just not real WPL parts, so I just want to emphasize that. You know, you get WPL parts, they're usually going to come in bags that have their little logos, like those. Now those are more likely going to be genuine. Unfortunately, not all their parts come in those bags. Some of their parts come in bags like this, and a way you can tell it's genuine or genuine WPL is when you take the parts out. Majority of the new stuff WPL is coming out with is always going to have their logo on it. So if you look out here, the little pumpkin axle cover, I'll probably zoom in later or something, that actually says WPL right on it. So yeah, I'm just saying not all the parts are going to come with the WPL logo bags like these, but there's different ways to tell that it's real WPL. When it's usually stamped somewhere on the parts that it's WPL, then you're more than likely getting official WPL parts. But if you're getting bags like these, you know, little drive shafts like these that are probably not original WPL, but they're still okay. Little bags like this for spare parts that might not be original and might be, you know, it's hit or miss. You're not sure what it's going to be, but unless you see that WPL logo on there, on the actual part itself, or WPL on their bags, then you might not be getting official parts. So just take that into consideration when you buy these things. You know, WPL is doing their best to make these as fun, as affordable, you know, and as reliable as they can make it for the price. You gotta realize, you know, you're not paying $300 for this little thing and buying $30 upgrades and not complaining about it. Some people buy this for $30 and buy $30 upgrades and say, why are the upgrades costing as much as the truck? Well, I say just be happy that the truck was that cheap so you can buy the upgrades and still have this truck fully fixed up at a fraction of the cost of all the expensive stuff. So it's got a lot of benefits to them. You know, I love these little things. They're fun. And unfortunately for the WPL guys over there in China, you know, they're having a hard time with people giving them a bad reputation because of all these aftermarket parts and people putting it online saying WPL makes, you know, crap stuff, and it's just not the case. I've never noticed that from WPL. So I will continue to support WPL. You know, I love their stuff. Can't wait to get your new Land Cruiser. It's already being shipped to me, so I'm excited. And yeah, I'm going to continue to play around with these things. So if you guys are tired of this stuff, I'm sorry. I'm going to continue to play around with WPL until I get tired of it. You know, before I even started doing YouTube, I was already into all the other stuff, and when I decided, you know, I'm going to give YouTube a try and stuff, this is what landed in my hands at the time when I started my channel. So I'm hooked on them. I'm stuck on them. So sorry about that if you guys are getting tired of it, but I'm not. I love these things, and I can't wait for more. And hopefully WPL comes out with more, and I can review more, show you tips and tricks and how they work and how well they run. I mean, I love these things. This little thing right here has been a beast so far. This is the B24zh chassis. Not once has this ever broken. It's still in stock RTR form. Plastic drive shafts and just the way it came to me, except for the 130 motor, I changed that to a 180. But other than that, it's been a reliable rig, you know. So yes guys, just wanted to put this short little PSA, you know, out there, just to let you guys know support WPL, man. They're doing great. They're trying their best to make us happy. They're listening to their customers, and we should support them, you know. Unfortunately, people are going to keep on knocking them off and putting aftermarket parts that are not going to be as great a quality. Sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're not, but we shouldn't blame WPL for that, because like I said, it's like us blaming another brand making parts for Traxxas or HPI and stuff. We don't blame HPI for a hot racing part that breaks. We blame hot racing, right? But unfortunately for them, their product's getting labeled WPL, so we don't know whether they're real or not, and you just gotta take in consideration whenever you get something real from WPL, you're gonna notice the quality. The quality is really there. You know, they make sure these parts fit well and it works good. So yeah, I'm gonna continue to support them. You guys should too. So have fun. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe below. Go out there, run that RC.